really first just start from the top. Really, to just to give people an understanding of like where this whole thing, where this whole thing like really came from. Because I don't think people. I think people see you, asking for money, and I don't think they really understand or get understand the true gravity of what's the work that you're doing.
Yeah,
And understand them, as to how many people you're truly, helping from your home community.
yeah.
All right. So so just from the top, mama, can you, because we're going to give the people, so, just yeah, everything, so they can know who you are a little bit, and learn everything about, the about the work that you do. So can you first, mama, just tell me a little bit about yourself, where you were born, and tell me what your childhood was like, mama.
Well, I was born in Haiti, you know, in the 50s. Those were the good old days, back way back when, where people care about each other, where there was community, where there was respect, where the elders meant something, where when you needed the whole village to raise a child at the time, and then they were there. That's when I was born. That was the time. And after that, I went to school. At 6 years old, I was sent to boarding school because that it wasn't a thing like they put me in boarding school, but that's what they do at the time. That's what parents do. They send their children to boarding school. You can be living in the town and they send you to the boarding school. That's how it was made. I wasn't living in town myself, but they did send us to boarding school. And after my primary school, I went to Port-au-Prince for to finish my secondary school, and after that, I traveled early. I traveled, um, went to Colombia, came back from Colombia to Haiti, and then I continued doing what I do. And then in 1981, I I came to the United States of America. That was February 1981. I
Mm-hmm.
was 29 years old. You know, when I went to Colombia, I only was 23, I think 23 or 24. By the time I hit 29, I came to the United States of America. But believe me, if my parent didn't die at the time, I would not come here because I didn't like it because I had everything growing up. I didn't grow up destitute, or we have everything that we ever needed. My father was a farmer and we had money, and then coming here wasn't something I did because I have to. Eh, As a matter of fact, I didn't want to come at all, but I had no choice because all of the people had already left. My sisters and all of my brothers, they all left. So they told me that they didn't want me to stay in Haiti no more by myself. So I came here. So that was February 1981. From that point on, I got married here. That same year, 1981, my boyfriend at the time, that was Michael's father, came in September of that same year, and came in September, and we got married in October. And I got pregnant right away, and at 30, I gave birth to Michael. And from that point on, and I began living in the United States, but it was a little bit hard because I'm a young woman. I never worked in my life. I was a kept child. You have parents taking care of you for everything that you need. You don't understand the economy of things. You don't know how to save money. You don't know what it's like because all your life you were given what you were given and you just live. You didn't know the concept of a job or whatever, and then you came, nobody told you what to do or what not to do. You just, he's like that jungle. and they put you in that jungle. And by myself, I learned how to swing on my own, and it was tough, but I managed. I work and took care of Michael. It wasn't easy at the time when I was taking care of Michael. My marriage to Michael's father didn't last long. After 3 years, it wasn't working. Then again, lack of experience. I never understand what it's like to be that person because practically I did not grow up with my mother in a house or my father there because remember I said 6 years old I was sent to boarding school. When I see these people, it was only on vacation time. So that means you didn't grow up with a mother and a father in a home all the time. You grew up on your own. You make your own decision. You decide for yourself, and then other people were telling you. Other people's views were shaping you. So marriage became a little bit difficult, and then it didn't work. Um, so after when Michael was 3 years old, and then me and Michael's father we separated. We stayed separated. After that, I got married again, and then that didn't last either. For whatever reason, it didn't last. Many reasons. Marriage didn't last. And since then, I've been by myself. So
So Ma, so what do you think inspired you to go into education and like community work?
I always loved home. We knew one day, we knew my sister always wanted to go. My sister's mind was set to for Haiti, always. No doubt, no if, no but about it. She said she come here, she's going back home. And she tried many times. That was my sister. But me, it took me a while before I realized I needed to go back too. In 2010, after the earthquake, the major earthquake that hit Haiti at the time, and then a group of us that grew up in La Pointe where I'm from, and then decided to go to see what we can do for our community. And then we went back and we formed a little organization called La Pointe. Uh, how did we call it again? La Pointe 2010. That's how we called it. La Pointe 2010. And all of us, you know, we went back to see what we can do. But people have changed in different ways. What I want, this is not what that person wants. What that person wants, this is not what I want. So me being a strong-minded person, and then I never thought I will be. This is the way God will allow me to stay in Haiti at the time. And then, I mean, might you believe it or not, I was praying one day, and the Lord told me, my cousin that had the school was founded in 2005. And then I went to visit that school when I went to Haiti. And while I was praying, the Lord said, because he was about to close the school because of health issues. And then I hear the voice of the Lord said, yeah, you should take, take, take it over. And I did. And then by the time I had the school, it was in a very bad area. And I was about to continue in that bad area, but I had a cousin that had a house close to my house where I live in Lapwet. So he allowed me to put the school in there. And then I started with the school with, I think, 56 or 46 children, 56 or something like that. And then with the moment I took over, because I love kids, I love children, I love community, I love people. And then when the Lord told me that, I said, okay, that's what I want. I never thought I would be going to it in that sense, that way. You know, that it wasn't in my mind to stay in Haiti to do that. And when I heard the voice of God, and I said, okay, no problem at all, Michael, because that was my love, that me loving people, me helping people. This is not something I started to do today. I have been helping people ever since I was a kid, a young woman in Haiti, helping young people, helping the children that was in school with me because I had more than they do. So I was helping paying the school and so on and so forth. I said, maybe that was the Lord wanted me to do. And I pick up the school and I From that point on, that's where we are here today. A lot of happened, but Haiti wasn't as bad as it is today. But from 2010 and 2025, as we see, things have shifted, not for the better, not for the better, for the worse. And I stood by the school. And if I'm I was talking to Mona today, my colleague. He said, I understand why you said that one of the directors, because of the stress they put on you all the time. That's how you got diabetes. I said, trust me. And the stress started because every month you needed money to pay those teachers. And the Lord allowed me to have it. When I spent 2 years taking care of the school grew, and I was feeding those kids, making that school look so good. Everything that was needed in that place, I did it, making the school look really, really good. And then, the country, as we know, Haiti has changed, and it become very difficult to do things the right way. Lack of everything. Lack of everything, Michael. The trust, you cannot trust people, you cannot find good people. It's really hard. And this is how I ended up having that school and helping those people. From the school, we started another project, my sister and I, uh, 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 for a little orphanage. There wasn't a lot of children in it. It only was five. The house where I grew up, uh, still there, and we put those kids in there. And again, in Haiti, things are not easy. We struggled for a while because we couldn't find good people to be there to take care of these kids for us. Everything got so expensive in Haiti. California is nothing compared to how expensive it is in Haiti. That's how, Michael, I took over that school. This is how. And you come the love. I love these kids. I love my community. It's not those kids only I help in the community. I help whomever need help. It's my call, it's my mandate, and I'm doing everything that I can for the community. And I'm always there. And when you want to do work for community, you need to know people. You need to be the type of person that people can approach. You cannot be that stiff. You cannot have that stiff character. You need to be approachable. You need to be loving and caring. They need to see that in you. And when somebody come to you and said, I'm this, and then that person is lying sometimes, and they lie. Huh, that's for sure. Oh, Pastor, I need this and that, and so on and so forth. And I know that person in line, Michael, but I give anyway. I always say to myself, you can him and the Lord, not me. He's not lying to me. He's lying to himself and to his maker, not I. If I have it, I'll give it. If I don't have it, I don't. But I'm always there for the people. Always. Always. That's how I ended up with the school.
So, so Ma, so what are some of the? Can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges that you've faced over the years running the school, and then the ways that you've overcome some of these challenges?
Faith, Michael. I experienced many things about never put your faith in people. Always put your faith in God. People will fail you. And people that say they will stand with you, they don't. Because I have principle. I'm a woman of principle. The way I see things, it is not the way somebody else might see things. This is why when I ask people for donation, they don't give it to me. I said, okay, fine. I'm not going to worry about if you give, if you don't give, because that wasn't. I asked you because my God said, ask and you shall receive, but you don't give me. I understand as well. I never wanted to have the school become a non-profit organization. For whatever reason, I thought I didn't have to do that. But at the end of the day, when things change, because things become really hard. Imagine at the time at the school has 200 and something 50 children. You have to pay um, every year. You have to pay the license for the school every year. Every month you have to pay those teachers. And then, mind you, Michael, I'm a woman that is, I'm retired. I live on fixed income. Every penny that I have doesn't stay with me. It goes to that school and to help maintain that school. And the one person that really did help me is when I needed help, my sister. And the only person again, the other person that needed when that school was going through very hard time, it's you. And whatsoever you have, you are selfless. You gave me because not only I have to take care of that school every month to pay those teachers, I have to pay every year $4,000 as well for the rent where the school is house. This is not my house. It's a place that I rent to put the school in. It's $4,000 every year. And sometimes, Michael, let me tell you, it it's so wow. I don't even want to go there. The challenges I I experience. And then when you have people that said I'm going to do it in the midst of everything, just let you hang in without telling you why. That's no joke, Michael. And people you thought that will be with you, they don't understand what you are doing, or they do understand what you are doing, or they act like that's none of their business. That's my job. I'm doing something for me. This is for me. No, I don't do anything for self-aggrandizement. I do everything because it is in my heart to truly help people. And paying those teachers every month, Michael, it's the biggest challenge that I have on a monthly basis. Paying the teachers, feeding them. I used to feed them because lack of money. I cannot feed them anymore. Uh, my sister did a lot of things for these kids, finding them sponsors and so on and so forth. But we tried. And you people need to understand because you do for people, that doesn't mean they are going to be grateful. You do things. If you think you are doing things for people, you want them to be grateful, don't do it. Not everybody are going to be grateful about what you do. And the same with these kids. And it's not only the kids, the parents. Same with the parents. They don't understand what you are doing for their children. And they take it for granted. They think you have, like they said in Creole, ou gon blanc, you have a blanc that is giving you money, or you just making money. You just there's money. Somebody is giving you money. That's why you are doing what you are doing, and they don't understand. It's my hard sweat and love. That's why I keep going with the school. They don't get it. They think you really have somebody giving you money over here in America to keep that thing going. And Michael, I don't have nobody giving me money that they blank, somebody sponsoring me in that sense. It's just me and those people that the Lord put in my way to help me. And that's it. And it's very challenging every single month. Until now, Michael, every month you have to pay those teachers because you don't pay those teachers, you don't have the school. And I implemented a lot of rules, a lot of good things for the school. Education is the key, but you have to teach those kids the right thing. I implemented an economic class. I implemented good French teachers. I implemented civic class, for the kids to know about the country, who they are, who is Toussaint Louverture, what happened in that land, who is Kapalama, and those things, those kids needs to know. And then it's like in America, there is a lot of children that doesn't know anything about the black slavery and what happened with this and what happened with that. And in Haiti, I want them to know who they are as a people, where they come from. They be able to tell the story about their country, the history of their country. And those classes are implemented, but when you implement those things, you need good teachers and you have to pay them. And that's my challenge, Michael. Those are the things that are more challenging for me, is paying those teachers a fair salary because you have to pay them fairly and so you can keep them. And the other problem for me again is when you have a vacation, you have to give them little money to keep them every vacation. For example, you have a 3 month vacation. To keep them, you have to keep paying them those during that time. Sometimes I don't have the money to pay them, and I have to talk to them and do what I have to do so they can stay. And then during that time, they can go to another school, or I might lose them, and so on and so forth. And the one thing I wanted those kids to know about technology, My sister opened a techno center, and because of lack of funds as well, most of the computers that we have, guess what, they are outdated right now. We need new, brand new, up to date computers. And because we have the space, we just don't have the equipment right now. And then, Haiti is a land, we don't have no roads, and there's a lot of dust and everything. It's very dusty. So when you have those things, they need good maintenance to keep them working all the time. And then those are the things that are very challenging for me, Michael. I want to do so much. In the future, I want to build a school to house the school, to house the institution. But all of this is going to take what? Money. And you cannot do this without money. Those are the challenges.
Yes, mom. Yeah, very powerful, mom. Very powerful. So, can you share with me, mama, a story or a moment where you felt the work that you were doing was truly making an impact?
Michael, when I go to Haiti, most of the time, you have to send your provision, your thing, your rice, your this and that, and everything. I don't only feed those kids that I'm responsible for. Anybody that walk into my yard, I feed every day. Sometimes 30 to 40 people, sometimes 20, that depend on the day. Can be 15, that depend on the day. And everybody that come and ask for a plate of food, ask me for food, or we go to the farm. We have the farm. The thing, because we live on a 6 acres of land. The houses are there, and we have the plantain and this and that and there. Anybody, Michael, that need help, that need plantain, that need something, we call lamb veritable. I don't know what they call this thing in English again. I forgot. I forgot how they call it. We have
What, banan?
no, not banana, the lamb veritable. I forgot the name of it. If I recall, I'll tell you.
Mhm.
And we have many of these trees down there, uh, in the compound, and then people need that. And whatsoever I have, Michael, I share it with the people. It's not about me. It's about sharing, loving, caring. What I have, I give.
But can you tell me a story? Like, can you give me like a specific story of like maybe an event or something that you were doing that you felt that was like actually making an impact within the community, like just something that stands out to you.
Let's see. So many things has happened. Oh, let me see which one. Which one? Oh, one time I have decided to feed. They call that a Thanksgiving dinner. It's you have your Thanksgiving over there, but sometimes we call it Thanksgiving as well in Haiti. But it's not something you do yearly. You do it any day. Just this week you decide to do a Thanksgiving dinner. You go, you gather the people, and you do. And then I went to the other yard, the other compound where I grew up in that house, and I cook rice and chicken and so on and so forth. And I call upon the community to help them, feed them, and that showed them, Michael, um, that I care. It's not about being a pastor doing little things, about caring for them personally on a personal basis. If they need clothing, if I can, I do that. If they need whatever they need, I do that. I remember on another thing. So there is a lot of poor people in Haiti, in Port-au-Paix, in the town of Port-au-Paix, and I sent money. I think $400, American dollars, when I exchange it, and I sent someone in Port-au-Paix to give it to pass it on, put the money in envelope. If it's $300 for this one, if it's $400 for this one, it's $200. And so when I think to that day, I have because sometimes you can give that person food, Michael, but food is not what they need for the moment. They might need soap to wash their clothes. They might need a toothpaste, Michael. They might need something else. But the food is good, but sometimes they need more than just food. So I did that. I sent to Guadalupe, and then I think that day, almost 150 people, or I cannot remember the exact number, got extra. And those things that are the things that I do. For instance, somebody asks me, I need something to do to feed somebody. That the moment that I have the money, I will do that too as well. And through in my course of doing this, and there is a woman that helped me, that's been helping me every month consistently ever since I met her. Never stop. And I said, when God put somebody in your path, Michael, in your way, in your way to help you, those people never falter. We are going to be faithful and do the right thing by you, because it's not about them. It's about the mandate that they receive from God to help. And that woman, as I can tell you, you know who she is. I met her during the COVID. Michael never faltered, never questioned. $1,000 here, $500 here. And when I have in Haiti, when they locked the country, there was no food nowhere to be found. No food nowhere, Michael, to be found. And that woman sent me $500. That was a life saving thing. And then every month since then, I receive a donation from her. It was $100, and she increased it to 150. She never stopped. She's traveling, she makes sure that I receive it. Always calling me Madeleine, never ask me no question. Those are the people that you know truly God has sent your way to help you. And these events, when they happen like that, when I remember one afternoon, you were asking me for something. I was, we were having a party in the yard, and then one of those kids passing by and said, it's a fast. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Do you understand that? I haven't eaten in 2 days. I went inside, put food. I said, go get a container. He came back with a container. I put food. That boy was so happy, Michael. Was so happy to receive food. This is somebody that I haven't eaten. Guess what? In 2 days. Whether he lied or didn't lie, that's none of my concern. All I know that he told me he didn't eat for 2 days. And I did what I needed to do and help that person that at that moment. At that moment. And that's what you do. You feed. I used to have a meeting, a prayer meeting every day. And during the prayer meeting, you have to have fasting prayer meeting for weeks too, where I go every day. I go meet those people and I pray and we fast. And then at the end, they never expect what I'm going to do. And then at the end of the fast, I remember that afternoon. And unbeknown to them, so I already ordered in my house for them to cook a big pot of soup, big pot of soup. And then they saw somebody coming, Michael. All of these people were sitting there waiting because they were fasting with me. We were praying together. We were fasting. And but they didn't know that as we were about to break the fast, and they didn't know they were expecting food. And then they saw my car come, and then somebody come with a wheelbarrow and bring that soup. My goodness, those people couldn't understand, and I fed everybody that day again, and everybody was very happy. And I bought rice as well, and I shared it with all of them. I mean, many big sack of rice to feed the people to help them. And those are the things that I do, Michael. And so many little things that you do when your church asks you for something. Sometimes, so I don't have the money to help people the way I want to, but I have good credits, because of my name, of who I am. I'm Madeleine Accius. You know what I mean? It's not me being a minister or anything like that. That's give me the name. It's me being born the way I was born. Everybody knows me and respect me. So if you ask me, pastor, I need this and that. I sent to the store and I told the person, give me whatsoever I need, and then I'll send you the money when I come to the state. And that's what I did. That's what I did when I come to the state, and I help that person, and then I send the money. And there was another one as well that needed. He's a brick. He knows how to lay bricks. He knows how to make them, and he knows how to lay them as well. So he told me he already has a machine, but he couldn't buy the cement and the material to do it. He said, Pastor, can you help me? Already have everything else. I just need the material so I can live, because life is very expensive here. So then again, I didn't have no money to do that. I send somebody where those people are. The seller, I call that person because I have a relationship with everybody, particularly everybody. I have a good relationship, good rapport with everybody. Nobody is too low for me. Nobody. There is no such thing in God. Because Jesus was with the people, the poorest of the poor, the lowest of the low. So I am the same way. And I've been like that. So it's not something I'm trying to do. It's in me. That's who I am. And then I sent and I called him and I said, can you please give so and so is coming to you and give him such thing. So what that person did with what I gave them, it's up to them, Michael. But I did my part by providing what he asked for.
Hmm. So, Mom, what? There's a lot of challenges that come up with this thing, um, with this journey that you've been on, and you've obviously been doing such great work for your community and for your people. What keeps you motivated on this journey?
Love. When I look at you, when you talk to me, when you tell me, mommy, we are in this together, and your support, and my sister always she supported me, and sometimes she counsel, and she said if you feel like that thing is too hard, and so you can fold. But as I pray, I was thinking about folding because things were getting really really hard. Frustration came in, Michael. You lose faith in people, and people that you think that will help you, they're never there for you, and they can help, because when they help, it's not me they are helping. They are helping children that truly need help. And then I become frustrated and really frustrated with my own people. Let's say my own people. But for those that helping, some of them are really consistent, Michael. When I ask, the moment that I ask if I'm going to it, I say I'm going. Those that want to give always give. Always give. And the funny thing about my people, the people that I don't know, those are the ones that give the most. Always, Michael. The people that they are not even Haitian, they are not that way at all. When you tell them about your story, but they understand your plight, what you are doing, guess what? They are the one that gives the most. The most. And then always there for you, because they understand what it's like not to have, and what it's like to be hungry, what it's like to don't have a place to sleep, what it's like to have four children and you need to feed them, you don't have no way to feed them. And then those people live a life that I have not lived, and then they understand, and they are the one that help. Not my community per se, not my community. A lot of people could have helped, but they are looking at me. It's like they are helping me. But I said, you are not helping me. God has provided for everything, for all of my needs. You're helping something that might not ever be able to say thank you to you, but the Lord knows. He will reward you for what you have done. But people are not committed that way. When you ask them and say, I would like to have some commitment, and then $100 a month or $50 a month, that will be so wonderful. Because I know, Michael, I can count on that money to go come every month on a monthly basis to do something. But you see people doing all kind of things, and that's not what is important to them. It's not what everybody got their own things going on, and then you just take it like that, one day at a time, and then accept what it is. And people have their own lives, their own agenda, their own thing, and then you accept it, and that's that. And then I keep on moving because of the love that I have for these kids, because I don't see them as just children I'm helping. I see them as the future of Haiti. Look at Haiti in the way Haiti. We need people with integrity. We need people that care for the country. We need children. We need to raise them in a proper way so they will come and not be thieves like those people in charge right now. We need people that have a conscience. Children that we are raising that have a conscience, that can come and change their own country and make a difference in this country. And we need to start with them young, and so they can understand who they are as a people. So therefore, that's what that's why that's why, Michael, I'm hanging in. I'm going to hang in until God said it's over.
Yep.
I'm just going to stand here, and then That's why people doesn't understand. And I have other people that are giving, they don't give each one. I have another sister that give $30 every month. But for me, it's more than $30. It's not about the $30 every month. It's about the commitment. It's it's about being committed for a cause. And then not only that person give me $30, when I have a need, a major need, if the moment that I talk to her, if it's $300, she will send it. If it's $200, she will give it to me. I remember those kids, they have an infestation of bed bugs because all of the beds that I purchased for these kids, oh my goodness, infested with bed bugs, Michael. Those kids were complaining. I sent things where it didn't help. And she said, Madeline, the only thing to do is burn them beds and buy new one. And she gave the money to do that. I burned them everything and buy new one. And that's what I did. And those are the people that understand, exactly what you are doing. And I appreciate every one of these people. And I love them and I pray for them. And I say, Lord, thank you for people that are committed, that understand, Michael. It's all about commitment. It's about understanding God, the way of God. Because if people really understand the way of God, they will give. They will spend their life as givers, as givers, giving. People think when they give, I got my own thing going on. Because sometimes I spend my last dollar. I could have kept my dollar, giving, doing good. And the Lord always reward me with better. If I'm alive today, it's because of my heart. It's my giving. I could have been dead by now after two cancers, ovarian cancer and melanoma, skin cancer. Believe me, by the time they found those things, if they didn't found them, when they did, I will not be here today. And I know it's because of my giving and the person that I am. The Lord kept me because there is a greater work for me to do. Yep.
So, Ma, so what are some of the so give us some current updates for La Pointe Academy and some like some recent successes, some progress that you're proud of. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, give me some updates in that regard.
Okay. The school there was a time we had 250 children, but things happened, because of the hardship of paying the teachers every month. I lost many teachers. I lost all of the good teachers. What I did this year, Michael, I revamped the whole thing. I removed all of the old teachers that couldn't work with me because people, you don't, I understand. Maybe sometimes I wanted people to have a heart to do the right thing, but not everybody are like that. So they want their money, their families, they need to feed them, and so on and so forth. When I couldn't pay them, and they say bad things, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this year, because the director that I have left in that payroll program by then, and then I revamped the whole school. It's like I just started anew. It's like a brand new school with a new director. All of the old teachers are gone. A lot of the kids that were there that were little troublemaker, I let them go. I said, I don't have time for you. And the kindergarten, because all of the children I started with, they were in kindergarten. They all graduated, Michael. They just finished their high school. All of them.
That's amazing.
It's all of them finished high school, Michael. If you not on the, and then there was two good school in Lafayette where I am. And I used to be number one because of financial difficulty. I become second. Every year academically, I'm shining. I send my children to the exam. They all pass. In spite of all of the things that I'm going through, they all pass. Now, the teacher that the director that I have today is a wonderful human being, and he's helping bring in the school exactly where the school need to be. It's
What's
like
his name?
uh,
What's his
his
name?
name is Jonatas Jovens,
Hmm.
and then now I reinstated again the kindergarten, even though not a lot of people. So I said, when you have school, you need that, that pepiniere, that, you need the little one to shape them, to grow, come, give them what the tool that they need that you can go further. And then when you see them, they come from La Pointe Académie du Chemin. And then a lot of these kids, some of them have traveled, some of them are in the United States right now. And by Michael, every year I have great success with the national exam with the state exam. I always you got two state exam, one for the class of 9th and when they are finishing high school, which is the 12 12th grade, the last year of high school. They have a state exam. Great score, Michael. I'm very proud of the director for what he did this year, even though with all of the challenges, but we have been successful with these kids, very much so. I'm very proud, very proud of what he is doing. We have less kids, but I said the less we have, the better it is. And let the Lord grow it again as it was prior. But we are growing it with the care, the understanding. But it's the funny thing, even though we have less, we still have need the same amount of teacher to pay them every month. It's not about the quantity now, it's about the quality.
Hmm. So how has like the support from like donors and the foundation helped in running the school and um and like what's like how has that like made it things possible, with the school and with by the contributions and things like that.
For instance, like I said, that sister that gave me that money every month, that goes directly to to help paying the teachers, because every month at least I need $2,000 to help, 2,000 American dollars, not Haitian dollars, to pay this every month. It's $2,000 to pay. When you exchange your money, in the currency of Haiti, you can make it in a way so you can help paying this. And that's every month, and every year I need to pay the licensing as well, because you have to pay that for every year for the school. And the donation that I receive, Michael, help a lot, because even though it's not much whatsoever I receive, when I have what I receive from family and from friends, and then whether it's consistent or not consistent, but those that are consistent, Michael. Those are the ones really I can count on. I know this month I can pay such for teachers, even though it's not going to be enough, but I know I can, at least that can take me midway. You understand? So if the Lord provide, and I can finish. For instance, uh, school started in October. I paid every teachers in October. I paid every teachers in November. The only month I haven't started yet is December, and I haven't paid the licensing yet, because I told him to wait for me after I'm finished with the thing. So if we can have enough money to pay the licensing, and then paying the month of December for the teacher, and maybe money as well to pay for the rent because the rent is due in next month, February, for the school,
Hmm. Hmm.
which is $4,000.
Okay. So Mama, so where do you see La Pointe and in 5 years, and what are your like your ultimate dreams for the school?
My
And
ultimate dream, Michael, is for these kids to really know what it's like to be somebody, to stand on their own and stand for the community, because you want to let them do it. Uh, I did it for you. You do it for somebody else. You know what I mean? How do you say that in English again?
yeah,
Something
just
forward.
yeah, pay it forward. There you
Pay it
go.
forward. Pay it forward. I want them to understand have the understanding of, no, you don't do things because for you to gain financials. Uh, I never receive any money from the school. It's just me doing whatever I do. Uh, it's just doing it because of the love you have for your people in the community. You want to see them grow. You want to see them knowing something. Well, 6 tests I have with these children. One of them after he finished high school. Because you need to understand, my sister, there was a 2019. My sister gave every one of them that finishes high school, Michael, a computer. Every single one of them. My sister paid for their universities. My sister gave them. I mean, we had a big party because of the success of this. All of them went to the final exam and they passed. And my sister was lavish on them, give them watch, little Apple watch, and then give them everything that they needed. Pay for their university. Who else will do that for you in Haiti? Pay yearly for the university. Unfortunately, none of them stays. None of them stays, Michael. And it's like money wasted. But guess what? I told them because of what they did, it's not going to stop me from doing good for other kids. Sometimes you feel frustrated. You don't want to continue to do good because if you look at what people are doing, you will stop. But because you are not doing it for them, you are doing it because it was mandated from you to do it. You continue to do the right thing for your community. And then that's where I am, Michael, helping 5 years from today. I want to see that community grow. I want to see the school in a place. I want to see the school birth a university. And from La Pointe Académie, from high school, there is a new university. And a university that are going to stand as one of the best school well, from where I am. We don't have a university in La Pointe. We only have it until high school. I want that. 10 years from now, I want to see children traveling, being a chemist, being a this. I want to institute music, those things that they need. I want to institute arts in the thing. So they can have an instrument. They know how to play piano. They know how to play the guitar and other instrument. You understand?
Mm.
And this is where I want to see the school going. And I want painting. And some kids are very talented because they don't have nobody to guide them in the right way. And then all of this thing goes to waste.
Mm.
Because I remember the first year I started in an art class. But you cannot continue, Michael, with anything in Haiti with you and you don't have enough fun. I started in art class. There was a teacher that come and show them how to paint and so on and so on. It takes money, it takes a lot of materials, which I couldn't provide at the time. And then you have to stop midway with the thing. I have to stop. But those are the things I want to be a staple for the school. Children can come and have a place where there are computers. You look at what our technology is at. Now you have AI. I want those children to know all about this thing. I don't want them to hear it. I want them to experience it. I want them to have access to computers. And even though Haiti, you have to provide everything for yourself. I want the school to have the ability to have electricity and a panel solar. To have electricity, those kids can have electricity. Who can have the the Wi-Fi, like we call it in Haiti, the Wi-Fi, and then they have access to stuff. They are hearing things. Sometimes they are in Haiti. What I don't understand, Michael, they are giving those kids classes for to learn computer, but nobody has a computer. And they say, "Oh, I'm taking computer classes." I said, "Do you have a computer?" No. What's that? Can you explain that to me? Nobody has a computer. So those are the things that I want to do. I want those things to be available for these kids, for the community as a whole. And then we feed the whole chain bang. So that's what I
So,
want.
so how can people listening to this help support the school and the foundation's mission, and what's the best way for them to get involved, Mama?
You just need to open their hearts. They need to understand they are not giving to me. They are giving to a cause. Because I couldn't stay here and doing my own thing, taking my little money and doing my own things. But my heart doesn't permit me. My conscience will not allow me to. It's not about me being Haitian at all. It's about you being a human being. I would have done it for any other children, whether it be an American children or Haitian children or whatever place the Lord would have sent me. I would have gone there and do exactly what I'm doing right now. And this is what I want people to give because they love God and they love to help others. It's about helping because there's so much is happening in Haiti right now. You remember last month, Michael, we have that devastation that happened in Haiti right now,
Mhm.
the flooding. I mean, my hometown flooded, we lost a lot of lives. Some of the kids, I forgot to tell you, cannot even come back to school because school started last, like, on Tuesday, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. And some of them, because they lost their houses, they lost their uniform, they lost their book, they cannot even come back to school as we speak right now because of not having, they can't. They lost family members. They lost everything. Imagine they didn't have much to start with. Now don't have nothing at all. You need to understand that. So therefore, that's what I want people to understand. That's not a joke. It's real. It is serious, and those kids need help. Really, the community as a whole needs help. Michael, you didn't see the devastation. You know, it's that fire in that's happening in LA right now. Yes,
Mm.
it is really devastating. But last month, the devastation that happened in Haiti is nothing compared to what's happening in Haiti. That what is happening right now is nothing compared to what happened. More than 100 people died. Imagine that. But you know, you don't hear that in the news because it is not going to make the news. But it did happen. And people were telling me they never seen anything like that for all their lives. There was a big lake and it become one with the sea. I saw that, and there was houses in the middle of it. And I said, why is that? I'm looking at that. I said, my God. Oh, my God. I said, John, you, then they have fire, we have the water. And it's rained for 2+ months.
Jeez.
And December 23rd, the sky opened and it said, okay, that's it. Bam! Rain fell out of the sky, Michael, and the whole place got inundated. There was nothing left. All of the commerce are gone. Everything that now that they got to the point right now in La Pointe, you got money in your hand, but you cannot find anything to buy.
Mm.
That's how bad it is.
So if anyone listening, they if they do want to get in contact with you, they can send an email to info@academichearts.org, info@academichearts.org, and I'll put that all in the description below.
Yes.
Um, but Ma, so just looking back on your journey, like what do you think has been like your greatest takeaway or life lesson
My
from?
life lesson is the one because you never know what's going to what exactly is going to come your way. I thought I was going to go over there and just do a little something, but I didn't know I was going to put in to face so much I have faced. You know, when children are sick and then you bring them. You don't in Haiti when you go to the doctor. The first thing to for you to have is not telling the doctor, "Oh, well, go to the emergency room," and the doctor, no, you need money first and foremost. You don't have no money, they don't accept you. You cannot, you don't receive care. We are the one place that have a little hospital in Haiti right now in Port-au-Prince. You know, you don't have no money, you don't receive care. And then, you know, the challenges, Michael, it's sometimes I'm frustrated with people that can give that don't give. And somebody gets frustrated. And I look at myself, I said, everything that I have, I'm giving. And I say, well, it's me. But I wish other people would follow with their heart. Because, Michael, there is one thing people that understand. You can never outgive God. Never. Never. The more you give, the more you receive. You think sometimes, oh, I want money, financial money, but it's not about the financial. It's about a good health. What if you have money and you don't have no health? What if you have money, you don't have no peace? Because you see it all around you. People with all the money, all of the billions of dollars, there is no peace. There is no health. They are dying. The money cannot save them. But at least do the right thing for the people that truly need you. A lot of us, right here, right now, need a lot of help. Right now in LA, if I had money, believe me, I would have been there myself. It's not just sending, it's me going to do. And the same way I want, Michael, it's like do to others what you want to be done to you. Be there for each other. When they are in need, they have problems, stand with them. For when I am in need, I want people to stand with me as well. Because that's life. That's it. That's the way life is, Michael. If you do good, you reap good. If you do bad, you reap bad. You will reap what you sow. And that's the bottom line.
So, is there one piece of advice that you would want to give someone who wants to make a difference in their community?
You know, don't want advice I will give people. It's about your heart. It's about the heart, man. It's a matter of the heart. It's a matter of the heart. I don't want people to give for self-aggrandizement again. Oh, I have given. Let what your right hand give, your left hand doesn't know anything about it. You give because of your heart. What you give from your left, from your left doesn't need to know about it. Be selfless and give because you love to give, because that's your heart. And those people will appreciate, because those children, they will never be able to say thank you to you. You'll never see them. But you are doing it because of your heart, what God has put in your heart to do, giving. Some people are very are givers by nature. They have a giving heart. And some don't. They will give a little bit, but they won't be consistent. But I pray everyone now today that hear that, give, because that's what the Lord demands for us to help each other on this life, on this earth. So when the time comes, so when we stand before Him, Michael, He will ask, "What have you done for me? I was thirsty, you didn't give me water. I was naked, you didn't put clothes on me. I was in prison, you didn't visit me. I was hungry, you didn't feed me." So don't allow God to say that to you. Do the right thing because of who you are in Him.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to share with anyone listening about the school or the foundation or the journey?
The foundation is a foundation that is there for to help the people, to help the kids, those kids, the community as a whole. And then if you want to help and be part of that journey, it's a journey. I'm 72 years old. When I came to this country, I was 29 years old. I've lived here for 42 long years. Got married here, got my son here. But my son has been standing with me from the beginning, never waver, standing. I mean, strength. His strength make me stronger. His counsel make me understand certain things, and sometimes I don't understand. I don't want to understand it, but after when you think, and then you say, okay, maybe he's right, and I understand. But all of you out there that doesn't understand how it likes to be standing for a cause, try it. Just give it a try. You will feel the satisfaction. When I bring the report of how the school is doing, how the kids are doing, and what's going on, believe me, you will feel good. You will feel good because now you know you have planted the seed, and that seed has germinated. That seed has brought forth a fruit, and that seed is doing something for not only for the community of Haiti, but for the world. Because you never know who those kids are, where they are going to end up, what they will become. It might be these kids that become a big doctor. Your kids might need a surgeon, and it could be one of these Haitian young people that will help your own child. You never know. Plant the seed of giving.
All right. Okay. And then that's a wrap. Thank you, Mama. And we'll wrap this up, and then we'll see everyone next time. Thank you.